Okay. Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to my YouTube channel. What's going on? First of all, introduction. You guys already know my name. You already know them. This is the girl that said she did not know she was a Ghanaian. And this is Bob Dada. Jokes. This is Richard Mano on my right, and on my left I have Esther. Obin. That's what I do. And today we're going to be discussing a very sensitive topic, which is the truth about some Nigerians living in Ghana. We're going to be focusing on prostitution and fraud, internet fraud. Wow. Yeah.
Bombshell.
So first of all, like, I'm sure a lot of you already know what has been happening on the internet. Our popular, sorry, the chicken is also saying hi. Our popular internet sensation, our Nigerian Dubai, what's his name, Mr. Hush Puppy, as they like to call Hush Puppy. Exactly. I recently just got eradicated to the US. You know, it's so funny. It's such an irony because he had been trying to get to the US, so now finally he has entered there.
Mama made it.
Exactly. So yeah, jokes apart. We want to have an open discussion, so we're going to bring in different topics to the table, like subtopics on that. So as concerning Nigerians, would you say a lot of Nigerians come here to do legal stuff but end up or wind up doing illegal stuff? Like, why? Do you think that is true? Do you support that notion? The majority of Nigerians have come here with good intentions, but they are now doing things like fraud or prostitution. What
yeah, like it's something that I have seen a whole lot of that happening. It happens a lot. If you look at the statistics, it happens, but if it just, for me personally, I believe it's your company. Is the company you keep around you that influences you a lot, because if you come with a mindset of you want to make it real quick, real fast, it's not, money don't grow on trees. Sure. Anyway, so sure. If you come with that impression, you're going to end up finding yourself one way or the other doing things you're not supposed to be doing.
You just mentioned that it depends on companies. So are you telling me that you don't have any male friends that do fraud, or you don't have any female friends that do prostitution?
This question is bullet point, direct entry.
No, he mentioned the company. If I want to know, so you don't have friends that do fraud, you don't have friends that prostitutes. Like, do you feel free? He's sweating.
I'm not sweating. Okay. Well, there are acquaintances, people that I've met along the way that are into that, and it just happens to be like that. But when I say it depends on the company you keep, you know. If you want that kind of lifestyle, you're gonna get into it.
Sure, you will.
It's easy to get into it. I know people that I've met people that are living that lifestyle, are currently or have lived that lifestyle. And it just happens that it's just personal choice and the company you keep, you know.
So it's question, Esther. What do you agree with what he's saying, or do you disagree?
Well, I believe at least if I'm living a certain place to a certain place, I know what I'm going to do. I know what I want. So maybe if someone should be okay, I'm coming to school in Ghana, and then maybe there's no way somebody will be like, I'm just coming to Ghana to see how it looks like. No, you must definitely have what you're coming to do. You have where you put your head. You already have your plans. You cannot just enter a country where you don't know anyone and say, if you go be, you go be. No, everybody have their own plan already. Do you understand? So I believe if you are coming to do fraud, you have already planned it. You have already analyzed it. If you are coming to school, if you are coming to do prostitution, you already know what you are coming to do. So you can't just say, I'm coming to Ghana to come and hustle. Anything will happen will happen. No, you already have a plan. So I believe it's that plan that is driving you. That's why you are in a haste to come to Ghana. So whatever plan that has driven you exactly to Ghana, I believe that's what he or she has come to do. But
do you feel like some people come here like, okay, I want to school here, then later on find themselves?
That's what that's what Richard was saying, that it depends on the company you keep. And again, there's something called determination. See, my man of God said determination is stronger than witchcraft. If you are determined that is this school I want to go, it is this thing I want to learn. But sometimes you see when you see your friends enjoying.
When you say determination, some people still do fraud and they still go to school.
It doesn't
stop them from. Some people do prostitution and they still go to school.
Exactly. That's because they are getting the money they want for the school. What about that are not getting the money they expect from what they are doing?
Yeah, but okay. Yesterday, one of my friends was on WhatsApp. He was ranting about this whole, because we all study. Me, him, we study computer science together. You get this question a lot from friends back home. How far you press? What did you forget you press? All those kinds of things. And majorly, and because of that, so he was just like ranting on WhatsApp that, because I say I did Ghana and I do computer science, I don't mean say I depress.
Exactly.
You understand? But most times you see when you come to Ghana and then you find out that okay, the money is not coming from home again. You have to do something to take care of your school. You have to, those factors at times drive people into doing these things. But it doesn't mean it's right.
So brings me to my next question: is doing fraud a choice or a hustle?
It's a choice.
Is it a choice or a hustle?
It is a choice.
It is a choice.
But it's an income generator, right?
So it's a hustle, yeah?
Is it a,
So it's a hustle, yeah?
No, I'm asking, like, is it?
No,
Because nobody can force you.
No, because Esther said something about determination.
Okay,
like, if you know this is what you're coming here to do, so
But like your
it means you're
question-
coming here to hustle.
But like your question, yeah, a hustle, there are different types of hustle.
No. Is this a business? Is this a lucrative business? Is fraud a lucrative business? No, because Esther has mentioned that you have a purpose for coming
Yes,
to
it's a lucrative business. Yes, it's a lucrative business, but, but it's an illegal lucrative business.
So it's a choice and a...
It's a choice and it's a hustle also.
Because if you don't make it a choice, it cannot be a hustle.
It's a choice and a hustle.
Yes, if you don't make if you don't be like, okay, this is the
It's a
step
choice
I'm
and a
taking, this
hustle.
is where I'm facing. Like you cannot work hard towards it. That's why I see people like trade their sleep just because of that. Yeah, but if you're not determined for that, you then trade your sleep for what? It's impossible.
So let's move over to the ladies now. Prostitution. We have about 85% of Nigerian ladies that come here to Ghana and they start doing prostitution. When I say prostitution, I mean I know people that have fallen. In fact, I've had friends that have been good people, but later on went to be prostitutes. Some of them, it's not because of money. Some of them just like to do it. Some of them just get influenced to do it. So, what do you think about that as a person? Like, I'm sure you've had female friends that have started off good, but next thing they are now prostitutes. How has that affected you as a person?
It hasn't affected me as a person. Me personally, it hasn't affected me as a person. But when you look at like you said, some people they get influenced into doing it. Some people they are good at it at the beginning, and then at the end they are doing it because they just want to do it.
So what of those are raise the money?
They are doing it because they want to raise the money. Now, like the Bible says, you're not allowed to judge anybody personally. So if one goes into that.
But is it right? Is it something?
It's not right.
Yeah.
We all know fornication is not right. Even fornication on a normal day is not right. Because you meet somebody now, you meet a babe.
Don't shake that table.
No, normal. You meet a babe, or even some guys will do it also.
Yeah,
you meet a babe that will tell you that.
Some guys are actually prostitutes.
You meet a baby that they say she be no before. Is with all of us before. What do you want me to collect money? What do you want me to collect money?
But still, the thing is that a lot of Nigerian girls come here to be prostitutes. Some of them after school, like the truth is that I knew someone in my class, final year. If you're watching this and this is shading, I'm sorry. But final year, after classes, we'll all live together and she'll stop to stand on the road somewhere. She'll say she's trying to get an Uber or something, but you see her standing. So a lot of people, and this girl was a very intelligent girl. I don't understand why she was doing that.
Yes, I'm sorry to cut you guys off. You see, and because of how Tiffany is saying that, people, like I said before, it's a determination. See, some people have made up their mind to come. Even some people now make it as like their madam. They go to Nigeria, take them to a fetish.
Really?
They cook them. Because sometimes I can give it to a man and it's that I say they can do money. But when they cook them, they make sure that if they send them, they always come back.
Wow.
Sorry to say, I was here around last month or so. Like, yes, I went for a birthday party, and then you could see that there are some girls that they are very young, very beautiful. You could see that those girls, they are so, and before they do this, always take this their weed normally take. So I see that so that we have the mind, because they sleep with about like 5 to 10 people, like even more than that in a day, and they cannot do that in their clear eyes. So probably maybe a lady now will be like, I'm going to Nigeria, I'm going to be like 4 or 5 girls. They do that, and then see people don't. And when they do this thing, they always go to a hidden places to do this, and which is very bad. Like
Wow.
It's
and a lot of and when we mention fraud and prostitution, drugs. I like how you mentioned that drugs always come in, like the weed, the tramadol, cocaine. I people even do cocaine now in Ghana. I think that is just the extreme one. Like how do you feel about people doing cocaine in Ghana?
Like if you're gonna get addicted to anything, you don't want it to be cocaine.
Yeah.
That's just what I'm gonna say. You don't want it to be, because cocaine is, number one, is expensive, and it's really really fucked up.
Sure.
Cocaine is, and if you like, okay, now price of cocaine, that's like double the price or triple the price for some places, triple the price for some places. So why would you want to spend that whole money? Now, if you're living a cocaine life, you have to sustain it also.
Yeah.
And the only way you can sustain quick money like that, if you're not an MD in a company or this thing, that's what pushes some people to fraud and prostitution and all this kind of stuff. Because you have to, the high of cocaine is something that is.
And then there's something else. See, most of the times people don't just wake up to like, I'm going to do fraud, I'm going to do prostitution. See, sometimes it's peer pressure, it's our parents. See, sometimes some parents are trying to put you to the extreme end. Are you not seeing your mate? Are you not doing this? And maybe you see, and some girls too that maybe they can't keep themselves like not like keep themselves like maybe stay away from something, like maybe they cannot avoid like their friend's success. There are some people that their friend are like using big phones, using big, like have an apartment, like they can't stay. They'll be like, why is my own not coming? So they want to like go into things that they don't want to go to, and then because of that, you see them doing like prostitution. Even girls do fraud. It's not only boys. Yes, girls too. They hustle. They do whatever they do just to get money. So I just feel sometimes it's peer pressure, and then sometimes parents too, or maybe or maybe someone who is not contented with what he or she has, that just stuff like that.
That's true.
So have you ever been labeled as a fraud boy? Have you ever been labeled?
Have I ever been labeled
as a fraud boy? Maybe people are like, I'm sure this guy does fraud.
Well, yeah, at times.
And how does that make you feel?
It just made me feel like, man, it's that's how the world goes. Like you have to. There's always someone out there trying to talk about how what you're doing and stuff like that. Because I've had a couple of people that, even though you hang out with your friends, like, and you guys are, doing how people make their money legitimately.
Sure.
A lot of people make their money legitimately. Also, the fraud guys also do their own thing too.
Yeah.
So if you go to a party or you go to a club and you guys are like making noise, making that kind of noise, but your money is legit.
Sure.
And then you see the other guys over there too. They're also making their own noise and doing their own thing, but their money isn't legit also. And being in Ghana, there's just that thing against Nigerians that if you're spending high and you're living flamboyantly, you're doing fraud. So you get that a lot, but you just don't listen to them.
So what do you think about those fraud guys and the prostitutes that have opened businesses from their money, and they are doing, it's like I'm doing legit almost. Let's say for example, let's just say I'm a runs girl and I have like a booming spa or a booming salon, and that's generating me income, and still on like regular days, because there's prostitute and there's prostitute, they're not the same. There's ashawo, there's prostitute, there's runs girls, there's a hierarchy. And obviously to fraud, you have like the boys that are doing 90s, one that are doing Sagawa, you have 419, then you have the wire one that Uncle Hush Puppy has
true, like that. That's why when they get pregnant, cannot trace them.
So like, what do you think of those people? Like, would you say like prostitution in Ghana by Nigerians and fraud by Nigerians in Ghana, would you feel like they made it a lucrative business? Because Esther also mentioned that some people go to Nigeria to bring girls into Ghana. I never knew that was happening, because that's like human trafficking.
Yeah.
So like, do you think, so women are literally trafficking young girls?
Yes, it's happening. And
I've
seen there's also a way of fraud that like, but I don't know whether it's 50-40 or like, I don't know how exactly, and you have to like pay a certain amount of money before you can like leave. Yeah, so even if maybe it doesn't mean that I can't do this again, or I can't do this again. Yes, you have to still pay. And sometimes most of these girls, like, they're not doing it out of their own will. Like sometimes if you see them like in their normal self, you see them, yes, exactly, but sometimes they don't have a choice.
But they have to just continue.
Exactly.
So do you feel, so that's the question, do you feel like it's a business? Prostitution and fraud in Ghana is a business, because some people are getting it.
It's an institution actually, like it's something. I'll call it an institution.
Why is the name of it?
Because it's something that is never ending.
Once you enter it, that's it.
It's never, not even once you enter it. It's something that even though people are living it, other people are coming into it.
Exactly.
It's like
because they feel that. And I'm sorry to cut you off. You see what Tiff was saying, that people who are doing prostitution for maybe they have a certain business. See, so those people who are coming in, they feel if from this prostitution business or from this guy has this house, this big business. I feel if I come in, you see, like I can also make more. That's what drives more people to come in to do whatever they want to do. I don't know if you understand me.
Wow.
So that's
like peer pressure.
Yes.
No, when she said like you share 60-40 and the whole fraud thing, the whole this thing, is basically like you're serving someone and at the end of the day you have to pay off. And then
so most of the young boys you see, most of them are like boys. What's that called?
Well, at times it's not just young. You know, there's there's this whole. You know, there's always a chairman and then there's a boys.
Yeah.
So when you get to the chairman, that means you have like an apartment and you have like 6 to 5 guys under you that wake up in the morning. You feed them, you provide house for them. You feed them, you provide house for them, and then you know they do their
and you
thing.
can't leave. Is it like you bought them?
Leave.
Like did you buy the boys? Did you buy just like
as long as you're in my house, you're eating my food,
yes,
and you're under my roof, I'm feeding you, I provide laptop for you, I provide everything for you.
Data.
I provide data, I provide internet for you.
Nigeria,
you have to settle me, you have to pay me back before you go.
So in the percentage, the range, give me like an estimation of the amount of Nigerians you feel like are doing this like prostitution and fraud, just between 1 to 100.
I didn't. That statistic is not for me.
No. There are 2 reasons why Nigerians come here. Either you're here on survival or you're here on privilege.
Yeah.
That's just it.
Yes.
And let's just face it, there comes a point in a woman's life whereby she has reached her breaking point and she has to do some things that are not part of her moral normally. And there comes a time in a man's life, because some men are doing some things that are illegal but they're not doing so much pushing. Some girls are doing some things that are illegal but they're not doing so much pushing. Do you understand?
Yeah.
It's just like that. So most people, and how many people are privileged? You might be privileged here because your parents are here.
Yeah.
You might be privileged also because your parents have the money.
Exactly.
What if your parents
if they don't have it, you find yourself.
But basically, okay, even most times you get to see a lot of people like trooping into Ghana without even knowing what they want to do.
Exactly.
They just be like, okay, man, just come on. As long as I don't come on for Nigeria.
Because there's a notion.
There's a notion that you can make it
in Ghana, and there's a notion that everybody here they are pressing.
Exactly.
There's that notion that is already there. So you see most guys that be like, come on, if I enter Ghana, you get personality.
Yes, exactly.
With the whole like money coming into Ghana is less suspicious than Nigeria.
Yes,
and the trouble is more less here. If you can keep your head down.
And if you notice, most Nigerians who are trying doing those frauds, see, like they don't make noise, they don't come out. But once they make the money, you will see them.
That's
like,
the problem.
You will know that something happening. They buy car, they play loud music, but even most Ghanaians do fraud, but you will not see them being that loud.
Like, see, I don't have any problem with people.
But you know the funny thing, most Ghanaians that do fraud, if you trace it well, you find out that their boss is in Nigeria.
He's in Nigeria.
Exactly. But there are some big guys, Ghanaians, that do fraud that farm.
Because the truth is that majority of Nigerians already do here, and that's why I want to clear a notion, because a lot of people think that Nigerians are bad. Trust me, Nigerians are not. I just want to say that Nigerians are good people. They are very good. Guys are good, girls are good. It's just that some people, they found themselves in some situations. I'm not for or against anything anybody's doing, because it's your life. You know, that is what you're doing. So anyways, Richard, Esther, thank you so much for bringing the heat, maintaining the heat. Do you have anything else, any advice to give anybody that is probably struggling with peer pressure, intimidated easily?
Okay. I would actually say if you are struggling with peer pressure, you just have to calm your nerves. See, this year, my mother said Booting does not finish. It doesn't finish. Booting keeps coming and coming. Don't allow me with your friend that is done. Just calm down. Nigeria say farabale, so that so we get there.
Richie, what do you have anything to say?
Esther said it all. Esther has kind of said it all. Just that's the most important thing. Do not look at the whole lifestyle of somebody else and compare to yourself.
Let that person be rather your motivation.
Let the person be your motivation, and the person should look for people that motivate you well, like positively. do not follow the fast life, because fast life always ends fast. That's one thing I believe in personally. I believe fast life always ends fast. So you just have to keep your head down, hustle your way, just keep it calm, step by step, something, a day, one day, just have, it's easier said than done.
Because the truth is that
it's easier said than, because personally, so many
it's
times.
just that the Africa we live in, I'm telling you, you don't have connection.
You find yourself at that brink. You find yourself at that edge.
Even at the beginning of this, Richard was saying something. Depends on people who you have around. You see, most people complain that I changed my number, but when I see that some numbers I'm having, every time you're posting your status, drink, this one, that place, and my mind will be like, is it only that I don't used to go, is it that I don't used to do this? So sometimes too, like people you have on your contact, like the one that is even giving you headache, like you cannot even sleep. This time they bought new food,
anybody gives you headache.
I'm telling you, I've just tried and look for something
whatever makes you sleep well at night. Anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching this video. Do not forget to like, share, comment, and if your comments are rude, I'm going to delete them. You'll see it again. Yes. But anyways, give us your 2 cents on what you think. See, let me tell you something. Nigeria as a whole, no, just even Lagos is bigger than Ghana. Just know that. So the ones that have come here, like it's like a sprinkle of salt. We have like a big field. You understand? The main one, which are good people, but I don't know, the Nigerians that end up coming here, I don't know, it's like a spirit that follows them up and down. But anyways, guys, yeah, we're one of the good people here. I hope so, because it's just.
What do you mean by you hope so?
No, I am one of the. Can you vouch for me? Can I vouch for you? You know what I do? You know what I do when the lights are off? I know what you when the lights are off. Bye, guys.